Hello. Right here. Right. The last time most of us talked to you at the end of last season, you were clearly unhappy and talked about whether or not you even wanted to be back. Over the summer, it seems like that has changed considerably. Can you talk a bit about what you think your role is going to be with Chauncey, what you think Chauncey is going to bring to the table, and how you feel about the season coming up for you?
I mean, the role probably is definitely going to be different. But I think the summer was unknowing until we hired Chauncey, and luckily for me at that point, I know Chauncey since my early Denver days, so I did have a relationship with him, and was always kind of friendly and then open, more like brotherhood stuff, like similar to Dame in certain ways, because he was the ex-player at that time, and didn't expect as fast as was going on that he gonna end up, you know, as my coach and back in a couple of years later, but end up well. So for me, it was already I will know what's going on. I'm gonna be in the plans, or I'm not gonna be in the plans. So with Chauncey, I at least know it's gonna be straight up open cards and understandable where he coming from, what he sees. So since I texted him, talked to him over the phone, I flew in from Bosnia to Portland just for him. So we have a face-to-face meeting and we speak very well. And you know, as a grown-ass man, we have a great conversation, and we go from there. I think we all understand that it's not my rookie year, or you know, something that he don't know what I can bring, and I'm glad somebody wants to be a bigger part of the organization.
Orlando Sanchez.
Nurk, you touched on it a little bit there, but what excites you about this upcoming season, and what are your expectations for yourself and the team?
I think we all know we got to get over the hump. Our expectation is always team first for me. You know, that ain't gonna change for me. As you know me since day one, you know, I'm a team player first. I definitely think I'm gonna be, you know, I'm sure I'm gonna be more involved with as far as with the ball and offense and defense. So looking forward for the challenge. I think the most exciting part is holding people accountable. From me at the end. So and to the start to the end, the guys. So I think it's gonna be more challenge for Chauncey to like he wants to do it. So his plan to hold people accountable is something that we not necessarily have over the years. To have a passing more implant, to play more team basketball, not just too many ISO balls. Even we have a luxury to do that time to times. We have a great players who can score, and that's not secret. Like everybody know what certain people in our team can do. So I think the challenge and going to be on defensive end that we have to be better. I think that's the best way to look at it. It's always up from that place. It's not, you know, certainly you might can slide get worse, but usually not happen, right? So I think we have with the Roy Rogers assistant coach. I think personally I really love that hire. I have great communication with the big, and Chauncey has a great feeling for the big. So I think from that point, you know, we're gonna be guaranteed better in defense, and our offense was never the issue. So, and like you guys already know, we didn't change as much as people think the team. So the offense should be the same as far as numbers, not the plays. So I'm excited, man. I'm telling everybody, like, that never been excited since I've been here since day one. So for me, I'm looking for a big year personally for me and the team.
Yep, Kirkby.
Nurk, ideally, in the vision of you, how do you see yourself maximizing your abilities in this team?
I just have fun again, man. Just, you know, I think I'm the most dangerous when I play with the edge and have fun. Personally, I think the certain system make a players, and the certain players make a system. So being said that, I think the system with Chauncey going to help utilize me more in the scoring areas. But at the same time, I'm going to make even more passes than I used to make. So, that might bring Dame or CJ 2 or 3 points less, but then you're gonna have everybody else, and in a certain position, they're gonna be happy. So I think the biggest, if I can say the biggest, Chauncey gonna make people be in their role. So whatever is no more guessing, or defense or offense. I think it's gonna make simple adjustment. It's gonna make simple stuff that everybody understand the same language, and the people will be held accountable by that. So, like, by me, that is just like no more my bad, or I didn't know what I'm supposed to be, or this. So I think he's gonna really simplify that, but people gonna exactly know who messed it up. So, and it's good. I mean, it's good to have accountability in that system.
AJ McCord?
First off, congrats on the engagement over the
Thank you.
summer. So,
Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. So, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Big life change.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
You talk about the accountability that Chauncey is going to bring, and as a first-year head coach, it seems to me like there would be a lot of, it requires a trust to be held accountable, right? So how has he worked to develop that trust with you so that when he does hold you accountable, players are receptive to that?
I think he already has that. Just being who he was as a player. I hear him saying, I was the best player in the team. I was the second best player in the team. I was third. I was the bench girl. I was the sixth man. I was not playing. So he was everything in a certain player's position. So I think he's speaking where you already know, like, if you do something dumb, you already know that it's dumb. And he know it's not going to be like whatever. So I think for that point, he already have that trust to speak in something that he feels like. But he's not afraid either. So probably that's the biggest thing, coming as a, like you said, rookie coach. It's kind of weird to say as a rookie coach, but he definitely is not afraid to say the right way and hope, not necessarily just argue, but definitely the put the right words out there.
Any other questions for Nurk? All right, thanks, Nurk.
Yep.